Paul and Joshua happening in December. Anything, any prediction on how it will go? Yeah, if it's not handicapped, Anthony Joshua will knock him out.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I respect them both. It's not a fight I even thought of. I mean, it's nothing to do with me to start with. I mean, it come out of the blue, but it's intriguing. And I think from Jake's perspective, I think, he's had a lot of criticism about, he is a pro boxer now. The way you want to look at it, he trains as a pro, but, and he's fighting as a pro.
Rules, 10-ounce gloves. So they're the little ones that I knock people out with. And when AJ's got them on, trust me, you can feel them knuckles through the gloves. Big heavyweight with the same size gloves as what I had on. So it's not 14 or 16 ounces what you spar in.
From YouTuber to major boxing attraction, and even the suggestion of him facing Anthony Joshua is already massive. Some people think it's smart promotion, others think it's a full-blown circus. With all the talk around the fight, the Netflix buzz, and the rush for tickets, this kind of live blow-up was almost destined to happen. And then there's Shannon. He's a Hall of Famer, a respected voice who has earned his place in every sports conversation. He doesn't get loud for no reason, he speaks with purpose. So when he feels someone is disrespecting the sport or its history, he doesn't stay quiet. He raises his voice. That energy is what powered this entire moment.
Joshua won the gold medal. Didn't he win the gold medal for the super heavyweights in the Olympics?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know Anthony Joshua's history, but I'm thinking about ring experience. That's pretty much it. And I commend Jake Paul for what he's done. I commend him for the work he's put in and how serious he's taken the sport. From going from a YouTuber and actually taking it seriously and dedicating his life to boxing and entertaining, in his own lane and creating a lane for himself in the sport. So you can't handicap a fight like this too, It's not.
He won the gold medal, Ocho, in the 2012 Olympics in London.
Yeah.
And the super heavyweight, same one Klitschko, the same one.
Yeah.
So how does a clash like this even spark on live TV? Jake does what he always does. He talks big. He markets. He stirs up the internet. He calls out big names, celebrates his wins, and presents himself as one of the biggest stars in boxing right now. His confidence feels deserved to his fans, but to traditional boxing followers, it can be frustrating. Then Shannon steps in, and everything stops. His reaction wasn't random. It came from two places. First, he was defending the sport. Boxing isn't just entertainment. It's history, sacrifice, and danger. Fighters like Anthony Joshua have climbed their way up through hard years of discipline. So when someone comes in from a different world and jumps quickly into the spotlight, it can feel like the sport is being treated lightly. Shannon often carries that protective tone, and people listen when he speaks. Second, Shannon believes in accountability. If Jake has said something disrespectful or acted like the risks of boxing don't matter, Shannon will call it out directly. His voice rose, he challenged Jake, and then came the line that everyone remembered, "This is bull." It was the kind of live TV moment that pulls everyone closer to the screen. People replay it because it feels raw and honest. And then the internet took over. Fans split into two groups. Some said Shannon was absolutely right to defend boxing. Others said he was stuck in the past and didn't understand how the sport is evolving. Jake supporters argued that he brings attention, younger fans, and big money to boxing. And that clash between tradition and today's business style is what every major fight sparks now. You don't even need to take sides to feel how intense it all is. This moment showed exactly where boxing stands today, a collision of old-school fighters, celebrity names, streaming platforms, and viral clips. One confrontation can suddenly represent the entire debate. Is the sport growing, or is it losing something along the way? No matter what, one thing is true. Moments like this get people talking, and they shape what big fights mean in 2025. Whether you think Shannon was right or Jake was just selling the show, that heated exchange proved something important. Boxing is loud, emotional, unpredictable, and still capable of lighting up the entire world when the cameras roll. The fight had already been a huge discussion online even before it was confirmed. Most people didn't believe Jake Paul would actually face a former two-time heavyweight world champion, until the announcement came. He's officially scheduled to fight Anthony Joshua in Miami, Florida on December 19th. Just last week, Logan Paul ran into UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier while both were recording podcasts in the same building. Logan didn't waste the opportunity and immediately asked Cormier what he thought about Jake's upcoming showdown with Joshua. When Cormier realized the Netflix announcement was real, he went through a whole wave of reactions. Logan confirmed that the rumors were true. Cormier replied, "There's got to be some rules in place for Anthony Joshua." He said the main issue people have, especially MMA fighters, is that they don't take Jake seriously enough. He added, "I keep telling people, stop acting like Jake isn't a boxer. It's been 5 years now. He trains with top coaches and top partners. He's improved. He can fight." Logan jumped in, "Yeah, but what about Anthony Joshua? That's bad, bro." Cormier's response sent everyone in the room laughing. Since being knocked out by Daniel Dubois in September 2024, Anthony Joshua hasn't fought. But the 36-year-old insists he's ready to make a huge comeback when he faces Jake Paul next month. After the fight became official, Joshua said he would destroy the internet by knocking out his 12-1 opponent. "Jake or anyone can get this work. No mercy," Joshua said in a press release. He continued, saying he took some time off and is returning with a major event. He called it a huge opportunity and promised massive numbers, record-breaking moments, and a calm, focused performance. "I'm about to break the internet over Jake Paul's face," he added. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury's prediction for the fight, which is only 1 month away, has resurfaced. Speaking to Ring Magazine, Fury said, "I think Jake Paul knocks him out. I think AJ is a spent force and Jake Paul is on the rise." He even said he likes Jake's new heavyweight frame, calling him a bit chubby, a bit bulky, but moving in the right direction. At 28, Jake has mostly fought at cruiserweight, but last November he moved to heavyweight and won a points decision over 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Now he's meeting Joshua, 36, in an 8-round heavyweight match in Miami on December 19th. Both will use 10-ounce gloves, and Joshua must weigh no more than 245 pounds a day before the fight. AJ is still connected to a long-awaited showdown with 37-year-old Tyson Fury, a fight that has almost happened several times. But Fury's future is unclear. He retired again in January after a second straight loss to Alexander Usyk. Jake Paul was originally set to fight unbeaten lightweight champion Gervonta Davis on November 14th, but that fight was cancelled due to an investigation after Davis was accused of battery by an ex-girlfriend. Afterward, Jake and his business partner Nick Issa Bidarian listed several fighters who accepted offers to fight Jake, including Joshua. They also said that Tommy Fury turned down the chance. Tommy replied, "You offered me a fight in America, a place you know I can't go right now. Convenient. Offer me the same $15 million anywhere else in the world and I'll be there in 8 weeks to shut you up again." Tommy, who beat Jake in 2023, remains the only man to defeat him. British boxing legend Carl Froch recently gave a harsh opinion about Anthony Joshua's career, saying the former champion's prime is over, even if he destroys Jake Paul. On his YouTube channel, Froch questioned whether AJ's legacy is as strong as people claim. He said Joshua's biggest impact was bringing boxing back into massive stadiums, and that his own fight with George Groves in 2014 set the stage for AJ's success. Froch admitted Joshua had major wins.
Is AJ cashing out? Well, I did say a year ago when he got splattered by Daniel Dubois that he's finished now. He won't get that confidence back. He's not had any confidence, in his head. No belief for a long time. And I don't think he can get back to world level. There's a couple of new young guns now coming up and coming through. It's like a changing of the guard. And when Usyk retires, I don't know what Daniel Dubois is going to do next, but what Daniel Dubois did to him, then he went on and lost to Usyk. But there's a few new heavyweights coming through, Moses Atama, just to mention one. And you wouldn't start putting AJ in with any of these young up-and-comers that can punch hard, because I just don't think he's got the chance, because the ambition and the desire is going to be gone. So AJ most definitely is cashing out, and you can't fault him. Fair play to him. He's going to get a massive payday, maximise his exit